What up, y'all? Y'all like my hat? Ain't it so cute? I got it made, and it say Boomies with CK on the back. Also, look at my shirt. Actually, this is a tank. Psh, psh. I love her artwork. She is a mushroom artist. Now that we got that out the way, public service announcement. Yeah, I got a list. Hold on. Number one, the number of people who have reached out to me wanting to be featured in a video to talk about their experience with shrooms is crazy. I get that a lot of y'all done did shrooms before and y'all want to have y'all time to talk about it, but I'm going to encourage you to make your own platform. For me, the answer is no. Sorry, not sorry. The answer is no. Mostly because on my channel, nobody knows you. And if you also are not building a platform and a space and a community where people can come to you as a reference for something, I do not wish to feature nothing on my channel. I want to partner with people who also got their own stuff going on. It's already up and running. You know what I mean? I do give tips and I do talk to people about how to get started and things of that nature, but I am looking to work with people who are consistent, who are already somewhat established, and they also have a platform and a following and a community of engagement as well. So if that is not you, unfortunately, I am more than wanting to hear your stories, but that's what my comments are for, and I would love to engage with you there. So that's the first thing. The second thing, what's even more crazy is the number of people who think I'm a fucking junkie trying to exchange promo for drugs, tattoos, dates, all kind of shit. Y'all are delusional and slow. No. Sorry, not sorry. Like, this is not a bartering service. I do not ever wish to exchange drugs for anything. Drugs for promotion. None of that. When I get a P.O. box, if you send drugs, they will go to the trash. I do not do drugs from strangers. I do not accept things that can be consumed from strangers. If it's not a business or an establishment, no thank you. And I also do not intend to be placing orders and doing business with people in DMs. If you don't have a website, sorry, but it's just too much uncertain stuff out here. So there's that. 3, a lot of people want to do shrooms with me, and I get it, but also understand that I'm very selective about who I do shrooms with, when and where I do them, and my set and setting. Too many of y'all are weird, and I don't have the patience to gauge an overflow of energies. I am not like a super spiritual person, but like too many energies, I cannot do it. I'm a person who I will just isolate because it will overwhelm me. When I do shrooms, I feel very much so in tune with a lot of shit, and to have to gauge other people's vibe when they on a substance that could be new to them, it's like, I don't know, like that could be a lot, especially when I don't know you. That's kind of hard. So, you know, first timers, I recommend that you do shrooms with somebody that you know, so that you got a buddy. That's too much for me. I'm not going to entertain that. That's just going to be too much. I don't want to, and I'm not going to. So sorry, not sorry on that. But I'm also not a trip sitter, and so I want to make that very clear. I haven't talked about trip sitters on my channel just yet, but short and sweet synopsis. A trip sitter is a person who stays with you the whole time that you doing shrooms, right? They may or may not be on shrooms with you, but they are there with you pretty much for moral support. I do not like having a sitter. I do not like people who coach people through how to have a trip. I feel like shrooms is an experience that you have to have. Yes, you can have moral support while they're there, but to be a designated trip sitter, no thank you. I feel like the best bet for a trip sitter is a person that knows you already, so that they can help you comb through your emotions and gauge what you're feeling, and can just read you even if somebody who's a stranger can't read you and you're already in a vulnerable space. So I am not a trip sitter. I don't recommend trip sitters. If you have one, it needs to be a close friend that already know you, because the buddy system is a thing and it works. The next thing, a lot of you aren't honest with yourself. So when I've asked people about their shit, they lied because they didn't want to face the music that I may have told them that I don't think they should be doing shrooms. You got to be honest. Like, if you're going to do shrooms and you're around people who have done shrooms before and they asking you like preliminary questions, or they trying to help comb through some like prerequisite questions to get you to try to be able to gauge if you're gonna be cool or not, if they really give a fuck enough. Because that's the thing too, that's really the line. A lot of people be out here, they be doing shit and trying shit with people who don't really give a fuck about them. If I was to do shrooms with somebody who never did shrooms before, or they only done them a couple of times, you know, I'm gonna ask you some preliminary questions like, are you upset about anything? Is there anything that you've been suppressing, that you've been holding on to, that you might feel like you haven't addressed, and it could take you there. If you were super drunk right now, what's the type of shit that would be going through your mind? How would you feel? Those types of things. Like, is there anything going on in your life that got your anxiety on 10? Like, I'm gonna ask you some preliminary questions because I want to make sure that you're gonna be okay mentally and that you're in a decent space. Most people, they could tell you whether they in a decent space or not, and even though you don't tell them your business, like, what's your headspace like? Thumbs up, down, or middle? If you giving me a middle thumb, all right, break down this middle thumb. But if you give me a thumbs up, like, nah, I'm in a good headspace. I'm feeling good. I had a good day today. You know what I'm saying? XYZ, I'm cool. Now, if you angry, irritated, agitated, and your thumb is down, I'm going to recommend that you just not do them. And a lot of people don't want to hear that because they're like, no, I want to do it. I want to do it. And it's like, whatever's already inside is going to be amplified. Are you ready for that? What's really in there? And then when I ask a question like that, people be like, oh, I mean, I'm not fucked up in the head, but nah, you just told on yourself right there, big dog. Peace the fuck out. Nope. Also, too, if I feel you not ready, I'm gonna tell you. If you choose to lie to me and not listen to my recommendations and you do shrooms anyway, and all your shit comes out, I'm gonna tell you I told you so. Because I told you so. That's the whole point. Like, it's a good experience for me. I want it to be a good experience for you. But you have to be honest. You just have to. Also, too, if I'm giving you tips on what works for me and I'm giving them to you for a reason, definitely would not send you off with this type of shit, right? Now, don't get me wrong, I just send motherfuckers off drinking all the time, but like when it comes to doing shrooms, I ain't gonna send you off. Like, I feel like that's kind of bold because shrooms is new to a lot of people, and so I feel like if I'm gonna be a resource, I need to be a trustworthy resource. If I give you recommendations, follow them. Now, if you venture outside of them recommendations and suggestions and the shit don't work out for you, I'ma tell you I told you so on that too, because your ass want to be hard-headed. I'm gonna tell you I told you so, because you shouldn't have been being hard-headed. I don't know how much more clear that could be, right? Prime example, somebody did shrooms for the first time and they was like, yeah, I'm gonna grind them up. All right, you want to chew pebbles? I think that's a terrible ass idea. But all right, you know more than me, go for it. Even though this your first time, you know more than me, go for it. Then they put the shit on a sandwich with a whole bunch of fucking condiments. So now you got like granola, except the granola tastes like fucking lunch meat because you making a sandwich. They took one bite of that shit and they threw it up. I know some people are like a texture person, right? And so this particular person, that was a thing. They was a texture person. But even still, I wouldn't recommend that a texture person grind up some fucking shrooms. And when I say grind them up, like, they didn't even put them in a blender. They minced them, right? Took a knife and cut them bitches. I'm like, you're cutting crunchy ass fucking shrooms? Like, what? What? Like, why would you do that? That's a bad idea. I don't think that's a good idea. All right, yeah. Terrible ass idea. Yeah, that's kind of my little spiel, my little PSA. Also, too, if y'all see me out at functions, because I went somewhere over the weekend. I was in Detroit not too long ago, and I was at this event, and we was like jumping up and stuff, and this girl came up to me and she was like, you my TikTok cousin. And I got a brief glance at her, but I didn't get to take a picture. I went to take a picture with her, so I could be like, I met my cousins. If y'all see me out somewhere, don't be scared to speak. Hey girl, hey cousin, let's get a picture. I want to meet y'all. Y'all cool as fuck. Especially if it's on Instagram. If you see me out, I don't bite. Please respect my personal space. Say hello. You know, hey TikTok cousin, hey cousin. We gonna get us a picture. We gonna make us a video. All type of shit. If you've been along on this journey with me, I really fuck with y'all. I appreciate that y'all listen to me and y'all consider me a resource. I hope that y'all are growing and learning as I'm growing and learning, and I hope that y'all will always choose to go and grow with me. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I will catch y'all on the flip side. Peace out!